Meeting of the Livingston Municipal Planning Commission to order, please. I'm not the chairman. He's sick, and I think the vice chairman is too. So I'm filling in for them tonight. Welcome everybody that's here. Let's start with approval of minutes of November 22nd. Everybody had a chance to read those? Any questions?
I move for approval.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second for approval of the minutes. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Number 3, consider rezoning request for property located on West First Street, further described as map 053D, Group B, partial 009.02, from R2 high residential density to local commercial, C1. Okay, is somebody going to speak to this? Tommy, are you going to do this?
I'll give the quick intro of it, Mr. Secretary, and then Jason Ray, who is the property owner, I'm sure will come up and address the board as to why he wants this rezoned. So this property does not have an address due to the fact that it's a vacant parcel, and it is located on the corner, essentially, of West First Street and Bradford Hicks Drive. And just so you all are a little bit more familiar with it, if you know the Leroy Car service station that's on Bradford Hicks Drive, it is across Bradford Hicks from that. And so essentially, if you take the Upper Hillham Road and cross Bradford Hicks Drive, it turns into First Street, and then that lot is directly adjacent to that corner lot there on West First and Bradford Hicks. And so Mr. Ray has recently acquired this parcel of property, and I'll let him address the commission with regards to the purpose of this rezoning. So Jason, if you would come up to the podium and press the button to turn on the microphone.
All right. So pretty much I want to have it rezoned commercial so we can put a commercial building on it. Is it okay if I hand these out? So we could build a 5 grocery storage buildings. I will put one pretty much like those on that lot. More like the homes. It looked pretty much like that. I've got laid out the plan there to do with that. So pretty much that lot is real narrow, so the building would be kind of long and skinny on that lot, and that way we could justify the purchase of it and everything. Of course, it borders the big corner lot that's already zoned commercial. And then in between my building and the house that's there, I'll put some nice trees, some nice evergreen trees, stuff like that to kind of dress it up and block the view of that commercial building in between the house. So.
Jason, just by looking at your rough sketch that you've got there, it does appear that the proposed building will encroach in the rear setback. So if rezoned, when you present your site plan, you would also need a rear setback variance from the Board of Zoning Appeals. Is that correct?
Well, the way it's zoned right now would, but I believe if we get it rezoned commercial, it would fix all that issue. You know what the setback is right now on the rear setback on commercial, Tommy?
I can find out very quickly.
Should be 10 feet on the rear and 5 feet on the side.
Okay.
And I would leave more than 10 feet in the back.
Okay.
Because I'd leave some, you can see where I put a little small detention pond in the corner. So I'd leave some room for that and stuff like that too. That way we can take care of any kind of excess drainage or anything.
Okay, that is correct. Withdraw. So just to clarify, if rezoned, his setback would then change, and then he would be in compliance with the zoning ordinance, just based upon his proposed sketch. Now, obviously, that could change, but that is your intent?
Yes.
As of right now?
Yep.
Okay, thank you, Jason.
And your entrance will be from First Street, right?
It will be, Robert. I'll pretty much center it up with the lot right there, and then, of course, all that'll be paved in the front. And like I say, I'll put that small detention pond in the back. I know it's not necessary, not required here in Livingston, but I'm still going to do that to help take care of any kind of runoff or anything like that, so we can negate any issues that we might have from that. So.
Any questions for us? On this?
Have you talked to the property owner next to it?
I have not.
I can address that, Ricky. We did send out letters to all of the adjoining property owners. I believe there were five adjoining property owners, including the Overton County Nursing Home in the rear. I did speak with one property owner, which was Daniel Elder, and Mr. Elder said he had no issue with the rezoning of the property. I've not heard from any of the others. They were invited to this meeting tonight. Christian either delivered or mailed those notices 10 days or so ago. Christian, have you had anyone?
We've had no other comment besides Mr. Elder.
Okay. We took care of notifying the property owners on it.
What is the purpose of the building? I've lost.
It's going to be climate-controlled storage. Right now we have non-climate-controlled storage by Hall Funeral Home on 111. We have no climate-controlled storage there. We also have climate-controlled storage in Cookville, just like these buildings that I've showed you a picture of. And I want to put one climate-controlled building on this lot to help take care of our customers that do want climate-controlled storage here at Livingston. So. There would be no drive-through around the building. It'd just be the front parking lot. All the access would be in the front of the building. Yep. And I would curb it, Robert. It's all interior access. So pretty much they just have there'll be 2 or 3 front doors, depends on how I design it, on the front. And it'll be a small 5-foot hallway all the way down through the building. And that's how they'll access the units. So.
And I will say that we do not have a lot coverage requirement in C1, so there's no, as long as he meets the setbacks, he can build it as big as he wants, and also as long as he takes care of his stormwater runoff and his parking, and that is probably something that will need to be addressed at some point. But again, this is,
Well, when he brings the site plan back, he'll need the parking lot in front. We need all the parking spaces lined there.
That's fine. What's the minimum requirement on that?
that's something that Christian and I are going to have to determine. I was looking and storage facilities are not mentioned specifically in our zoning ordinance, so warehousing is though, and so are a couple of other things. So Christian and I are going to have to get together and determine that,
Okay.
what that's going to be.
Any other questions I can answer?
I don't have any at this time, Jason.
Anybody?
There's no need for semi-access to that,
No.
right?
Doc, you got a question? No? Christian, you need to add anything?
No, sir, the only thing I would add, parking will be a minimum, but we do not have that defined at this time, so that'd be something we are gonna work on.
Well, that'll be on the final site plan then.
Yes, and Jason, just to let you know how kind of it works, if recommended to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen tonight, First reading would be in February the 7th. Second reading would be in March. If it passes at that point, you can then submit a site plan to the Planning Commission at the March Planning Commission meeting, which is the fourth Monday in March. So, you know, I don't think you should spend money on an engineered site plan until it goes through the process of rezoning. So you're looking late March, and then, you know, if it gets approved by the Planning Commission on the site plan, then you can break ground in April and get going on it.
Okay, all right.
I'll second.
Second from Rick Mack. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed likewise? Unanimous. Thank you.
Mr. Secretary, we will now, we'll get an ordinance to Phyllis, and please place us on the February 7th Board of Mayor and Alderman agenda for this. And second reading will be the public hearing.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Phyllis.
Okay, do we have any other business? Michelle, you have anything?
No.
Rick?
No, sir.
Doc? Christian, you got anything else?
No, sir, not this time.
Anyone in the audience like to speak to the board? No? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll entertain a motion to retire from this meeting.
I move that we leave.
Okay. Could I get a second? Okay. Thank you all.